Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome once again to Webby's Bolodrome here in downtown Dartmouth. And I'm Scotty Kane, and this is my co-host Vince Shepard. And Vince, we're back again with the third
round
of
the
mixed doubles.
Mixed doubles.
Yeah.
From Bolodrome and the Big Shot Lanes in Muscatava Harbor.
Yeah, you got a smile on your face today. Yeah.
You're
finding it funny already, yeah? Just because we have a lot of fun, you're going to start off smiling. Well, we've had some top-notch bowling so far. Advancing so far, Sherry Williams and Mike McCullum. They're advanced. Marilyn Manette and Alfie Hopkins, they combined to advance in the mixed doubles, and Alfie's the top bowler so far with a 119, followed right behind by Paul Piquet.
Our old buddy Paul Piquet.
Yeah,
Chubby Paul Piquet.
Yeah, Paul Piquet advanced with his partner Judy Conley. Paul had a 118. Stephanie Big and David Doucette, they also advanced, and those four teams are in it so far. And coming up this afternoon, we have some more
teams.
Yeah.
4 more teams, and we'll be taking the top 2 out of them, Scotty.
And these 2 teams, again, are from the Big Shot Lanes in Middle Musquodoboit, and also from the Bolodrome here, the home teams. And also, again, we're going to give you their rundown on their background, their top single scores, their top triple scores, and what they do in their life other than bowling. And what they wouldn't like to hear too. So we're all set to go with this afternoon's bowlers, so we'll go right to the action and get them up here. And I'm going to have Suzanne Gesso up from Big Shot Lanes in Musquodoboit. And Suzanne, she's been bowling 9 years at the Big Shot Lanes, not all the time at the Big Shot Lanes, and she has an average of 104. Has a high single of 151 and a high triple of 364, and that's Suzanne right there.
And I have Kim Smith up on lane 8. Kim is holding a 96 average, 172 single, and a 399 triple. And we made a mistake the last time we were on TV. We said she just had a baby boy. Well, on correction, she had a baby girl, not a baby boy.
Yeah, makes a difference. Certainly does make a difference.
And she works for Trans-Canada Credit. There's a lot of credit people on this week, eh?
We got to get friendly with all these people. That's for sure. Suzanne Gesso, she's a student at Eastern Shore District High School.
Well, Kim started out with an 8, and Suzanne started out with a 10. Should be a pretty good match here.
We've got our mascot here today from the Hakuna Matata is his name. Actually, that means no worries.
Yeah, and that's the mascot for the Bantam girls at the Big Shot
Lanes, yeah.
And the Atlantic Youth Bowling. And,
we had an opening shot of that bunny. Once again, the name is Hakuna Matata. That's a lot of words, and what it really means is no worries.
Well, we'll get another shot of it when the mascot's owner comes up.
Yeah, that's from the Lion King.
Yeah. We got a Quasi Wabbit with us here.
That's right.
So now we have Joe Gibson up on lane 8.
Another Quasi Wabbit. Yeah, and over on my side, I got Gordon Goff. And we got a nice little story here from Gordon Goff. You know, Gordon had a reunion the other day with his dad that he's met. He's been looking for him for years and years, and they had a real good reunion. And it's been for 36 years.
And he finally met him.
And he finally met his father and had his boys with him. Gordon has 2 children himself now, and I guess it was a great reunion.
Oh, it had to be a great reunion.
Yeah.
Had to be.
Everything went well, so he wanted to say hello to his dad. So we'll pass that along for Gordon, and I hope that relationship continues.
I hope his dad is watching him when he's bowling, and
well,
if his father is half as good as his son.
That's right. He's a good man.
Excellent man. So we got Joe Gibbs that started out with a mark, throwing us all into shock. And Gordon started out with a 4.
Gordon's been bowling for 4 years, bowls out of the Big Shot Lanes. He's a dispatcher in a warehouse. Likes baseball and hiking, and has an average of 102. Has a high single of 155 and a high triple of 345.
Yeah, we got Joe Gibson here, and Joe holds 106 average, 164 single, and a 410 triple. And he's a golfer, and he's a member of the Brookfield Golf Club.
He likes the sports, Joe, doesn't he?
He does. He's a very competitive person. He picked up 7 on his mark. 9 in the box, gives him 26 after 2. And I think Gordon picked up a 9, and he's 13 after 2.
Yeah, Gordon had a bit of a rough start there, but he'll come back.
Gordon come back. I have Heather Hilchey up here now, bowling on lane 8. And Heather holds a 90 average, 126 single, and a 324 triple. And that's all I have on the sheet.
Well, I have Norma Hilchey here. She's from Musquodoboit Harbor. And bowling out of the big shot lane. She's been bowling for 30 years. She's the one who brought our rabbit here today.
She's the coach of the Bantam girls down there. And
right.
Maybe there's a resemblance, eh?
I thought it looked a bit like Sonny Lacey.
Well, maybe.
Huh?
Heather picks up a 6 in her first box, and Norma picks up a 10. We'll get a shot of the rabbit once they finish this box, Scotty, and then maybe I can move it and see the scoreboard. Yeah, their coach would just like to say hi to all her Bantam girls that she coaches down there in big shot lanes in Musquodoboit. Well, Heather threw her first ball and picked up a nice 8-pin break, and Norma went down the side and got a 7-pin break.
Norma's a real nice lady. She's got an average of 109, a high single of 163, and a high triple of 396. She likes playing horseshoes in the summertime and likes camping and just likes to have
a good time.
A lot of good fun.
Outdoor stuff.
Yeah.
Heather picked up a mark there in her second box. And that puts Heather at 16 and open.
16 and open.
Did we get a shot of the rabbit?
We got an opening shot of the rabbit, and it hasn't moved since. So we got David Doucette up there now, along with Don Hilchey. Don's got some deadwood down there and in the gutter and try to clean it out. It's going to knock a pin over those, so he's going to have to reset those pins. David Doucette is on lane 8. He'll be the opening bowler. There comes the sweep now to take those pins away. Going to have a reset on lane 7.
Well, we got a challenge up there now, but it's going to be a challenge reading David's writing here. We have David Doucette up here on lane 8 rolling first.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Don Hilchey's in for a tough ride here today with David Doucette going against him.
David has 114 average, 183 single, and a 429 triple.
He's not a bad young
bowler.
He's only
19 years old. This kid has got quite a future in this game ahead of him.
Don Hilchey, he's bowling out of the big shot lanes down in Musquodoboit. He's been bowling for 30 years. He's a mechanic. Has an average of 96, a high single of 162, and a high triple of 368. Starts off with a big 9.
Well, David is, he likes racing, and he's a 93-94 provincial and international youth bowling champion. He was a member of that team with Dean Lee and Billy DeLooney. He also likes coaching baseball. He works here at the Bolodrome, and he also works at Tom Peaches Irving there in Woodside.
Very active young fellow.
He says, what other sports do you like? He says, all sports.
He must like you then, because you're kind of a sport, eh?
Oh, sometimes. And a pair of 10s for David. David's going to have some fun today, I think.
I think so.
He's in a good mood today, and I don't think the scores are going to bother him much. He's just going to have some fun.
And Don had a bit of a bad box here. He picked up a 5, and we're right back to the top of the order.
That puts Donald at 14 after 2, Scotty.
Yeah. So we go to Suzanne Gesso. She goes by Suzanne Marie Gesso, so I take it that she probably likes Suzanne the best.
And I have Kim Smith up here on lane 7.
Suzanne's pretty active. She goes to Eastern Shore District High. Likes baseball and likes basketball.
And single.
I would hope so, going to high school. Of course, you don't know nowadays.
Well, you're in the 90s now, eh?
That's right.
Good effort by Kim.
Could be married with 3 children going to high school nowadays.
Kim should come out of this with at least a 9. And she picks up the 10. So Kim is 27 after 3. And Suzanne is 29. There's only 2 pin difference in these 2 girls. I've just been noticing after the first 3 or 4 boxes, there's only the first 2 female bowlers. There's only been a 2 or 3 pin difference in them all.
Oh, there's a big hit. Oh, almost got them all.
It's who gets the first mark seems to win it. Kim is down on the 2 pin. Kim has a cheering section in back there too. I don't know if you'll hear them or not today, but Paul and all them are in there. Good spare by Suzanne.
Suzanne with a spare. That's your first mark.
And again, I'd like to make the point that the only advantage the Bolodrome has here is they have the TV experience, and then the big shot lanes don't. And Kim picks up an 8, puts her at 35 after 4, and Suzanne is 39 and open after 4. Well, Suzanne's rolling along pretty good.
Well, the top score we've had in this competition came from Alfie, what's his last name? Alfie, I know it. Hopkins.
Hopkins.
That's right. He had a big
I
one.
knew that. I was just testing you.
Yeah. He had a big 119. That's the top score so far to beat as far as a single top score. And the top girl so far, I think, has been Sherry Williams, I think, with a 108. I think that's the top score for the girls.
Not Sherry. Oh, yes, it has been, yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking of someone else.
Well, I mean, your mind wanders quite a bit, so what can I do?
Good try by Gordon there. He had a nice 8-pin break.
Oh,
Joe picks up 2 marks for Joe.
Joe's right on here today.
Odd box here, I guess, is he?
Joe's right on today.
Joe is 36 after 3.
I think Gordon might still be coming down off that cloud he was on.
I think so. He's probably still happy about meeting his father.
Oh, he sure is. Yeah.
That's got to be a great feeling.
Oh,
it has to be on both parts. Gordon's 22 after 3, but I think you'll see Gordon throw a mark here sooner or later.
I know when he was telling me about it, Vince, I had a funny feeling down in my stomach, I'll tell you, when he was talking to me about it. He was pretty warm about the whole issue.
Joe picked up 3 on his mark there. Puts him at 39 after 3.
That Joe's not fooling around at all today, is he?
Taking it serious today.
Yeah.
Gene Anelot, that's a friend of mine and Joe's there. He asked me to point out the belly that Joe's putting on him there, right? So when Joe's standing there, folks, take a look at that new belly he's got.
He's going to shoot you for sure.
I'm just doing favors for friends. They asked me to mention this stuff. I wouldn't have thought of it on my own.
I wouldn't imagine.
So now we have...
As long as they're paying you.
We have Norma up here on lane 8 rolling first. The first one went into the channel. And this is Heather Hilchey. Oh, what a wicked break off the head pin, Scotty.
Ooh, the punch through there wasn't
Norma
too nice either.
Heather picked up 5 on her mark. And not a bad effort, but she had to be on that front pin that's standing in the middle there, Scotty. Norma picks up a 5.
Yeah, that's kind of a...
That's a rough box, but I think Norma will come back.
And an 8 for Heather.
I know I do the coaching here for the youth bowling, and when you get on TV bowling, that's when the kids get back at you for all the mistakes you make. Well, that's not what you told us. That's the only time I coach, when the kids are here, right?
I hear you coaching on TV quite a bit. We were back in harness racing. We could cure that. We could put a tongue tie on you, Vince. You missed that one.
Pardon me, Scott?
I said if I was back in harness racing, we could cure that. We could put a tongue tie on you.
Well, there's 2 decent breaks up there. She's got to get on the front one here. She's got some wood in behind there to help her.
Norma just got a little bit to the left of the head pin on that one. Just a little too...
Ooh, little light.
Little light. Had it been over just an inch or so, it would have made the difference.
Ooh, and Norma picks up a 6 box. And a 10 for Heather. Actually, what we got up there is an AYB coach and an AYB bowler.
That's right. And I think the bowler might be putting it to the coach.
Yeah, the student did the teacher.
That's right. Yeah, Heather is now 39 after 4.
And Norma's only 30.
That's right.
That's
9
pins.
pins.
That's a mark. Mark at 9 on it. She's tied.
Well, I got Don Hilchey up there, and Don's going to redeem himself. He had a couple of bad boxes here to start things off, but he's going to come back. Actually, only one bad box, really.
There's
a better break for him. This is David Doucette.
He's in marking score for David here one night. He was practicing. 162 he threw. I had to wait till I was about 44 before I threw 192.
You got a good memory. That's a long time
when the good ones come, you remember them.
Well, Don picks up a 7.
Oh,
a good,
nice
good hit for David.
Remembered everything I taught him.
I hope he didn't hear that one. I find it awful cold in here today, Vince. Didn't pay the fuel bill or what?
I don't find it cold.
No, the heat's always on you.
So Dave is 21 after 4, and Donald is 21 after 4, and David's 30 after 4.
After 4 or 3?
3. I'm sorry.
That's another day gone to school. Yeah. Did you take those pills early or late?
No, I just took them before we came on the air. Well, I see David's missing some easy spare shots here, and just to remind David, he's probably sick of hearing it, but he's coming above his shoulder too much.
So we're right back up to the top of the order once again. We're moving along here pretty quick here this afternoon. We're going to nickname this Shepherd guy Vincent, wrong name, Shepherd.
We're going to get them to put name tags on the back. Oh, Kim got a break there. And Sue's on the front one. She goes right through the center. I think Kim's got her work cut out for her here with Susan.
Easy for you to say.
Hey, Kim picks up a mark.
It's not hard to back talkwards like that, is it, Vince?
Like I remember, I was just thinking the last time we had Kim on TV. Last year there. Good pinning by Suzanne there. Oh, I see why she got that mark. She's using Paul Paquette's balls, eh? I guess the balls are good if they're in the right hands, eh? Well, Kim picks up 7 on her mark, and good setup for another one. Suzanne is on that head pin, but she's
punched
dead
that one
center
right
on
through.
it.
Kim's actually 2 over par. She's 52 now after 5.
Oh, good try by Kim. Suzanne is giving everything a ride here,
yeah,
Scotty.
she gave that one quite a chance. Yeah, good 10 for Kim. Keeps her over. She's now 62 after 6.
And a nice 10 there by Suzanne. I find Suzanne, when she finishes her follow-through, she hits what she wants to. But when she stops her arm, she punches right through.
Not too much. Those two are pretty close. Suzanne is even par 60, and Kim is at 62. And here's Joe Gibson and Gordon Goff.
And the only difference, I think, is in the mark, Scotty. And Joe's on steroids or something here today. I don't know, but he's throwing marks like crazy down the side.
He'll come back down to earth here momentarily.
Here's a ball by Gordy. Oh, he wants that one to fall.
Yeah. Oh, Joe almost spared that one up.
Everything a ride today. Warming up that arm for golf season, eh?
It's not the arm you got to worry about. Well, he picks up a 9.
Joe. Good 9. And that puts Joe at 57.
And Gordon with a 10. Gonna have to get someone to
Gordy, just throw a ball down, Gordy.
Oh, David Doucette's gonna run down.
He's young, he can run. So Gordy is 40 after 5, and then Joe is 57 after 5. Joe's 7 pins over. He's bowling good today. Nice and consistent. There he goes. He keeps that arm in and his shoulder up. He's all right, Scotty.
It's a good hit for Gordon. Could be them all.
Oh, that pin, that wood falling down there actually touched the one standing up. Joe letting his ball go early. He's got to squeeze with his thumb. Just keep the ball in his hand.
That had it been a little fuller, he'd have been better off. Let's see what Gord can do here.
There's a mark for Gordy.
And
a
Joe,
big
the big 9.
Joe.
Joe is really trying today, isn't he? He's 66 after 6. Good start for him, and Gordon is now 50 and open. And we go to 2 ladies now, Norma Hilchey, and over on your side, Heather Hilchey.
That's right, too. They're not related, though. Yeah, but they're not related. That I know of, anyway.
Well, they might be.
Yeah, they might be. Distantly. Just couldn't get a bad break out of that head pin hit there, Scotty.
Still falling, too.
The diamond shot there. A little bit of wood to help.
That'll be the only diamond you're going to get. That could be, too. Oh, just a little curved off at the last minute.
The only problem I can see with Heather Hilchey is it's hard to throw something that weighs more than you.
Yeah, Heather's not very big.
But she comes out with a good 8.
Yeah, good
and
10.
Norma comes out with a 10. So Norma is 40 after 5, and Heather is 47 after 5. Heather's only 3 pins under par, and Norma is 10. I think follow through, Scott. It all happens.
I think Norma's starting to try now.
Yeah, when you start following through, everything will go for you.
That old rabbit is working for her, I think. Let's see if she can get a spear. I'd like to see her spear this up.
Yes. Yeah, big mark for Norma.
She's starting to come on now.
There's a big out for Heather.
Good out for Heather. And now we go to Don Hilchey and Dave Doucette. I think it's Don. You've been calling him Dave all along.
So. No, like Donald. That's Donald Hilchey.
Whoa,
strike
big hit
for David.
Big one.
David just looked back and told the crowd it's going to get a double.
Is that what he said?
Yep, it's double time, so.
Well, Don Hilchey almost had them all.
Now David's up here. He's going to throw the double. He's going to try and make me go into my pocket and pay him for it. But my money is safe. I would have gotten that one. Trying to be like his coach, eh?
It was close.
And a big mark. Davey's starting to turn it on now. It's hard when you're been bowling for a lot of years and you're up against some of these young guys and they start blowing them off the plate down there like that. You sit back and you're just amazed, you know.
He's got a tremendous delivery, David.
Yeah, he's 69 and open after 6. And Donald is 44 after 6.
So I don't know if these
Kim up here.
I don't know if they want to come up or not.
It's a nice, easy follow through on both these girls' parts, and you're going to have a good, close game here. It's close now, but. Oh, look at Kim going. I think Susan's throwing a little light, don't you?
Just a little. Oh, good one.
I should throw her a loony and have her buy me a 649 ticket. And Susan picks up a 7. Kim picks up the mark. Kim is 72 and open after 7. And Suzanne is 67 after 7. So there's still not a big spread. So I imagine we'll be going to the scoreboard after these two, will we, Scotty?
I didn't notice. Yes, we are, Vince. We're going to the scoreboard. We got lots of time. I didn't notice that Suzanne, I think she bowls off the wrong foot, too.
Yeah. A lot of them from Muscataba are bowling off the wrong foot.
Yeah.
Kim picked up 8 on her mark and set up for another one, as Susan is.
Oh,
nice
yes.
mark by Susan.
Good hit for Susan.
Ah, another mark. 2 in a row there for Kim. So that puts Kim at 90 and open. And Suzanne is 77 and open. So Suzanne is staying right with her.
Sure is.
Now we have Joe Gibson up here on lane 8 and Gordon up on lane 8. Joe is on 7.
Well, I was wondering how they're going to both bowl on lane 8. I've seen you do some funny things here, but
Gordon throws the big bomb on his spare.
Gordon is starting to come to life. I don't know where our scorekeeper was starting to mark it in the wrong box over there, but
Joe has to be on this pin and the deadwood at the same time here, Scotty. I think he'll have this spare. Too far in.
Yep, too far in.
Dropping his ball. You hear him dropping it?
I
big
heard
bang.
that.
He's letting it go too early. There's where he wanted to be.
So Gordon is coming to life here now after a little bit of a slow start. He had a 4 at the on the opening ball and opening box, I should say.
Yeah,
and
he's 60. He's 70 and open, and Joe was 76. And
Joe's got a shot at another one.
Joe's got a
here.
bonus ball working here.
Gordon's got a tough one there.
Gordon it is.
Yeah, that's all right, Vince. We oh, what a goal. Almost marked that again.
Almost had 3 in a row there.
Almost
good effort by
again.
Joe. Joe should come out of this with a nice 10.
Are you sure those were Tylenol you took or what? I don't know what we're going to do with you. I think we should have got a shot of you in the opening camera there instead of that rabbit. Oh, my. Well, Gordon has certainly come to life. Gordon is now 88 after 8, and he's gone ahead of Joe Gibson. Joe Gibson is now at 84.
And
both bowlers bowling very well.
Norma picked up 3 on her mark there. You notice I'm trying to change the subject here, right?
Norma, I noticed that, but I don't mind. Norma almost had another one, too.
Yep. And Heather's got to get her ball out farther and finish her follow through. She's letting her arm sail way out from her body when she's getting front. There's a good 8. And Norma picked up 9. Heather picked up 8. So that's 65 for Heather and 62 for Norma.
Oh, Norma. Boy,
well, that should have been a strike.
She's really finding the mark here in the last 4 boxes.
Well, the reason she's finding it, Scotty, if you watch her, she's finishing her follow through.
Thanks, Vince. I needed that. Oh, good mark for her.
And Heather comes out with a 7 so far.
7 so far. Now you're ahead of the play. We're doing great here. And she picks up a 10.
And Heather picks up a 10, puts her at 75 after 8. And Norma is 72 and open.
So Norma's certainly gained some ground here. We got Don Hilchey up here now with David Doucette. David's having a big game. He's on a spare right now.
David's hot. If he's on a roll and follows that through, Boom. You're not going to stop him.
We're going to go to the scoreboard right after this one. There's a good hit for Donald. I thought they were all gone. Let's hope Don can mark this up now. Here's David.
I was just ready to call a strike there. Picks up 9 on his mark. Dave will go right at the pin here. Oh, good try, Donald. Got it right.
Got the name right and everything.
Got another mark for David.
That's 3 in a row. Strike and 2 spares for Dave
Donald
Doucette.
picks up a 9. So we got David at 88 and open after 5. He's 18 pins over after 7. I have a headache here, Scotty, and my eyes are right fuzzy, and I'm looking over, and I'm not seeing what I'm supposed to be.
Oh, Donald.
Good effort by Donald.
You know, Donald could have been back-to-back here. Marks here.
Woo, David picked up 6 and almost had a 4 in a row. Donald picks up 9, puts him at 62 after 8.
David with a 10. So we're going to go to the scoreboard right now.
David's
Kim
104.
Smith and Joe Gibson are off to a pretty good start. And we're on the scoreboard right now.
We're on the scoreboard now. We'll start with the team of Kim Smith and Joe Gibson. Excuse me. Kim has been pretty good in the first 3 boxes, and she has 3 marks. She's 90 and open. And Joe has 2 marks on the board. He has 7 on one, 3 on the other, and he's pinning excellent in the other boxes. And he's 84 and open after 8 for a team total of 174. Heather Hilchey and David Doucette. Heather has 1 mark with 5 on it. She's 75 after 8, 5 pins under par. David Doucette, he's 3 10s, a 9, and 3 marks in a row, and he's 104 after 8 for a team total of 179. And, excuse me, David. Suzanne, I can't pronounce her last name.
Suzanne Jesso.
Jesso is got 2 marks and got 3 on 1, and she's open on the 1 and the 8s. That makes her 77 after 8. Gordon, how do you pronounce that?
Gordon Goff.
Goff has 2 marks, a spare and a strike. He's 88. He's 8 pins over for a team total of 165. Norma Hilchey and David Hilchey. Norma has 2 marks. She's 72 and open after 8. And Donald, he's pinning fair. He had a rough box there in the second one. He had a 5 box. He's 62 after 8. He needs a mark going out for 144 after 2. So I have Heather and David at 179. So they're in first place after 8. Kim Smith and Joe Gibson are in second place with 174. And Kim is open. So that's 174 plus. And you have Suzanne I can't pronounce those names. Jesso is 77 and open. They 155, and that's a plus factor because Suzanne is open. And Norma Hilchey and David Hilchey are 134 plus because Norma's open.
And we're right back up here with the bowlers, and we're all set to go here. We got a shot of our rabbit up here, the Big Shot Lanes mascot, Hakuna Matata.
We're down to the final 2 boxes here. And Kim Smith picks up 2 on her mark, I believe. 3. Susan picked up 5 on her mark. And she just missed that head pin for getting another one.
And a big 10.
So anyways, Kim picked up a 10 in her 9th box for 103. And Susan is 91. She's 1 over after 9. Got two fairly easy shots here. I'd like to see Susan here on lane 7 go on the inside of this pin. And Kim just has to be on the front one here. And she just punches out one. What an effort by Susan. And an 8 for Kim. Puts her at 111. And Susan picked up a 9, puts her at an even 100.
I'm glad you're here with me today, Vince, because you're doing...
I think I'm doing this show by myself, to be honest with you.
Here. You're doing great. Well, we got Gordon Goff and Joe Gibson up here right now. Joe Gibson is 84 after 8. And Gordon, who had a kind of a rough start, is now at 88. He's taken over the lead from Joe. Here's Joe, got a chance at a spear here and spears it up. So Joe got another spear here. That puts him at 94 and open. Vince did come back to life here. He was gone for a little bit, but he's back now. And Gordon got a little bit too far down on the right-hand side that time. So these two are staying very close. Joe's at 94 and open. And let's see what Gordon does here. Picks up a 9. That's going to give him 97. Between Vince and the Rabbit here, it's pretty hard to see the scoreboard. I don't know who's the worst, the Rabbit or Vince.
Joe's throwing on a mark here. Picks up 2.
Punches through there and picks up a
98.
2. Here's Gordon.
Pardon me, 96.
Gordon was right on the head pin, but he's got a bit of a mess, but got some good wood down there.
Right down there where that front pin is touching on the left of the other dead wood there. If he's down there, he should be down low on that front wood. You should get it.
Thanks very much, Vince. You want me to get up and try that? Oh, he's a little bit too far down. Yeah, too low. And Joe went right through the center.
Joe picks up a 99 for a team total of 210.
Team total of 210. And Joe...
that could cost them.
That was a bad box for them. Picked up a 3 there for a 99. Had a real good chance to go over 100.
Beat the team of Susan and Gordon by 4 pins. They have a 206. Gordon finished out with a 106. So Gordon came back and beat him.
Good thing Joe had a partner, eh?
I'm telling you, I told you Kim had to have big shoulders.
This is Norma Hilchey right here. Norma's been coming on as of late. She started a little bit slow, but yeah,
she was open on that ball. And Heather is just not letting the ball get out. And she comes back with a good 8. Puts her at 83 after 9, and Norma picks up an 8.
We got lots of traffic in front of us this time, Vince.
I'm telling you, it's hard to see that scoreboard. Norma is 85 after 9. There's a 2-pin difference here. But the big difference is David and Donald. David's 104 and Donald's only at 62. I think Norma let that one go a little bit too early. Heather's down on the 3-pin. Oh, she was trying for them all there was, Norma was. Heather'd like to come out of this with at least a 9. And she picks up the 10. That puts her at 93.
And Norma picked up a 10.
So 93 for Heather Hilchey.
And David Doucette's got a chance at the big score here.
And Norma picked up a 90, had a 95. She had a 10 box for a 95. Trying to see around the Rabbit and the bowlers here with the scoreboard. Oh, Donald's on the front one there, but he got a lousy break, Scotty. But he might get this wood to help him.
He's had some hard luck all day. Here's David now with a
David's
big
on the
shot.
front one and picks up a 9-pin break. That's safe as a church, you think? Nah, David will take this out.
Poor Donald, he hasn't had any luck all day today. He's had a chance for 3 marks, and something's happened. David just hit another mark.
Puts him at 114 and open after 9. And Donald comes out with a great 9 there. Puts him at 71 after 9.
So it looks like David Doucette's going to be take over the lead as far as the top bowler of this tournament so far.
Yeah, he only needs 5 to tie it.
That's all he needs.
He picks up 3 on that mark. Oh, I thought he was on a mark. Oh, I guess I've been trying to boost David up more than he was.
Well, I knew you were a little bit behind there, but that doesn't.
I don't normally see David throw a ball away. I honestly thought that was a spare for David. And David picks up an 8 for 122.
So 122 for him.
And 79 for Donald there. He picked up, I think it was a...
So it looks like Kim Smith and Joe Gibson are going to advance along with Heather Hiltzy and David Doucette. But we're going to let you run down the scoreboard, Vince, here once again this afternoon. And if you can see by the rabbit, you're going to do it.
Well, we have the team of Kim Smith and Joe Gibson. And Kim Smith had 3 marks for 111. Joe had 3 marks, but the last one he picked up 2 on it in the 9th box, and he had a 3 box. Which everybody's entitled to a 3 box. You know, the best bowlers throw them. And he ended up with a fine 99.
We won't tease him anyway.
We won't tease him, mate.
No.
Paul's still our target. And he had a 210, which is good enough for 2nd place.
Just
by 4 pins, actually. And the team of Heather Hiltzy and David Doucette. Heather had 1 mark with 5 on it. Been fair. Too many 8s in there, Scotty. For a score of 93. David had 3 marks for a score of 122 for a team total of 215, which is good enough for 1st place. Susan and Gordon, I'm just using their first names because I have a rough time pronouncing them.
Suzanne Jesso and Gordon Goff.
Suzanne had 2 marks, 3 on one, 5 on the other for a score of an even 100. And Gordon was turning it on there, and he had a spare and a strike for a fine score of 106 for a total of 206. Good enough for 2nd place.
3rd place, would you believe?
3rd place, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Don't get excited.
I guess can't see around his rabbit. Norma Hiltzy and Donald Hiltzy. Norma had 2 marks for a fine score of 95. And Donald had no marks, pin fair, had a score of 79 for a team total of 174. So the 2 teams advancing would be Kim Smith and David Hiltzy and Kim Smith and Joe Gibson, Heather Hiltzy and David Doucette. I can't see around that rabbit. I'm sorry, folks.
No problem. Well, we had a lot of fun here this afternoon.
I think so. Forgive me for this show, folks, please.
We had a good time here. So Kim Smith and Joe Gibson advance. Kim was the top lady bowler here this afternoon. She had 111. Joe Gibson with a 99. They ended up with 210. Heather Hiltzy had a 93, and David Doucette top bowler. He's been top bowler so far in the tournament.
The game, yeah. Followed by Alf.
Yeah, you go ahead. Alfie Hopkins.
I said it. It wouldn't come out.
You got a memory, but it's not very long.
Alfie Hopkins had 119, and Paul Paquette had 118.
That's right. You're getting better.
Oh, we're
anyway,
trying.
so far we've got Stephanie Bigg and David Doucette, Judy Conley and Paul Paquette. They'll advance. Sherry Williams, Mike McCallum, and Marilyn Manette and Alf Hopkins.
And Kim Smith just took over the high single with that 111.
That's right. That's top lady bowler so far. Kim Smith and Joe Gibson will advance, and also Heather Hiltzy and David Doucette. And David Doucette was tops so far for the men with 122, and top so far for the ladies has been Kim Smith with a 111. So we better say goodbye, because I don't think you're going to last much longer. For my co-host Vince Shepard and myself, Scotty Kane, it's goodbye for now from Webby's Bolodrome in downtown Dartmouth.